Hey everyone, it's Enjoy English School!
Woohoo!
Today is November 2nd, and our article today is day one of our two-day article called Why We Work Well at Cafés.
那我们今天11月2号呢，我们第一天，我们这一个文章有2天，那我们今天要讲的是为什么在咖啡厅工作更有效率。
So before we continue, we should get our pronunciation right. The place you drink coffee is a cafe. That's right. These words are not the same. Please don't drink cafe. That's wrong. You drink coffee at a cafe.
所以这边呢，虽然说咖啡，中文都讲咖啡、咖啡厅，但在英文里面 coffee C-O-F-F-E-E 这个读音，它是代表咖啡喝的那个咖啡，但 cafe 它是从法文变过来，它是指咖啡厅的意思。
Now, everybody usually knows me. I like to drink cold black coffee, but I never see you drink any caffeine. Do you ever drink caffeine, or is it like you drink it first thing in the morning?
Actually, I'm a big coffee drinker. 我喝超多咖啡。
I've never seen you drink coffee. Never.
因为我们最近都是我怀孕的时间就没有喝咖啡了。
I mean, before, like I.
有啦
Really?
Yes.
When was the last time I saw you drink coffee?
Maybe like 9 months ago.
Okay, maybe that's true, and maybe I just don't pay attention.
Now you know.
Yeah, there we go. How do you drink your coffee?
Normally I put it in a保温杯.
Oh, really? Oh, so maybe I think you're drinking like water or something.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, let's hear our story. And when we come back, we got paragraph 1.
Why we work well at cafes. When you have work to do, would you rather work at home, in an office, or at a cafe? For many, the answer would be a cafe. There is no doubt that the caffeine in coffee can provide some energy to help us work. But on top of that, a lot of people just seem to work more efficiently in cafes. So, it's no surprise that cafes are often full of people working hard on their laptops. Why are some people more productive in cafes? Some scientists suggest that background music, people chatting, or the sound of making drinks actually helps people improve their concentration. These noises provide just enough stimulation to help people focus on a task without becoming annoyed or letting their minds wander. Another theory has to do with social psychology. Research has found that people are often more productive when they have an audience. In a setting like a cafe, people may be encouraged to increase their focus when they are surrounded by others who are also hard at work. Subconsciously, the brain might consider others working nearby as competition, which actually drives us to get work done faster.
Okay, let's get started. Paragraph 1 begins, when you have work to do, would you rather work at home, in an office, or at a cafe?
那这样子一个问句开头的句型其实是写文章好的方式，所以当开头的时候他就问你说，当你有工作要做的时候，你会更愿意在家、在办公室，或者是还是在咖啡厅工作呢？
Now, I hear a lot of people make this mistake. They like to say in a cafe, in home, 怎么样？一直都是 in. No, when we're talking about 一般来说你在一个地方, you should say at. Now, sometimes we do want to say in a place. We like to say in a library. We like to say in the MRT. But usually, 我们在一个地方, we're just going to say at.
所以这边我们常常会说 in 加大地方 at 加小地方，可以这样子稍微去区分。所以如果我们在餐厅啊，在咖啡厅，我们在这种比较有局限缩小的地方，我们大部分会用 at。
So, what's your answer to this question? Do you like to work at home, in the office, or at a cafe?
I like to work at home.
Do you like working at home? Is that because it's just more convenient and you can just dress more comfortably?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't work well at home.
Oh.
The work I do looks like when we're preparing for this show and I tell you funny stories, I have to go on the internet. I have to find those stories. It really looks like I'm just wasting time on the internet. My job looks like I am just scrolling stupid stories on the internet. So my wife says, "Are you busy?" And then of course I want to help her, but sometimes that it makes work hard. And so I personally really like working in the MRT.
所以老师在抱怨啦，老师
No,
在
not
说
really.
老师说他老婆太烦啦，好不好？
She does think that sometimes I'm just scrolling the internet, and I know what it looks like. I really do know what it looks like when you're looking at me working. It's like, why is this foreigner using his computer to just read web pages? Use your cell phone, right? But the way I do my show, like I gotta use a computer because I'm like using two little things and writing. And so the MRT is my favorite place to work.
所以你在捷运上工作
Yeah. Because I can't, like, my cat doesn't want attention. I can't help anybody else. People don't want to talk to the foreigner in the MRT. So I really like the MRT better than cafes even, because I can just listen to music and I have to work. There's nothing else to do.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, am I going to dance or have fun or play video games? No, I'm just going to work. It's a boring place to work. Let's go. For many, the answer would be a cafe. There is no doubt that the caffeine in coffee can provide some energy to help us work.
那对很多人来说呢，答案会是咖啡厅哦。毋庸置疑的是，咖啡内所含的咖啡因可以提供能量，以帮助我们工作。咖啡因这个字读音很难，老师再发一次。
Sure. So we have caffeine, and caffeine sounds like cafe, but don't confuse it with coffee.
所以咖啡因的读音要特别注意，它跟 cafe 反而比较像。
That's right. And in fact, it's C-A-F-F, just like cafe. 你下一个 F, and now you have cafe, right? So it's pretty easy. But on top of that, a lot of people just seem to work more efficiently in cafes.
但除此之外呢，很多人在咖啡厅内似乎工作得更有效率。
So we can underline on top of that. That just means also, A-L-S-O.
所以 on top of that 我们可以稍微把它画底线，注意一下，它其实就像 also 也是的意思。
Working efficiently just means you work quickly and you waste less time.
Efficient 就是有效率，代表更快，然后浪费更少的时间。
So it's no surprise that cafes are often full of people working hard on their laptops.
因此呢，咖啡厅内时常满是用笔记型电脑工作、认真工作的人，也就一点也不足为奇啦。
Okay, I need to ask you a question.
Yes, please.
When I was young, a lot of young people didn't drink coffee. We drank soda pop. And when you were maybe like a teenager, did you guys drink coffee or soda pop or tea?
I started drinking coffee when I was like 17.
17. Were you an early coffee drinker? Like most of your classmates also drank coffee? Or were you pretty special that you started early?
I think most of my classmates all drinks coffee in the morning.
Oh, they
就是
really?
高中生早上都会一杯 7 的咖啡或 Starbucks like that.
Yeah, we still drank a lot of soda pop. There was actually a very popular, not Starbucks, there was a very popular coffee shop right across from my high school. And we would go there, and they actually had soda pop because all the young people would go there. But today, I feel like a lot of young people in Taiwan and in America, they drink coffee now. That's right. And soda pop companies have paid attention to that. And so they tried to say, hey, we still want you to drink soda pop. So they would take coffee and put it in the soda pop. They
咖啡口味的可乐。
Yes. And you could still sometimes see this. The first famous one was called Pepsi AM.
Oh, I think I've seen that before.
Yeah, Pepsi AM. And they called it a breakfast soda, which sounds so terrible.
And very unhealthy.
Right? Imagine if you like woke up in the morning and you're eating breakfast and you like open soda pop. Your mom, I think mom would like bash you in the head with.
Totally. Wow.
Would you are you interested in coffee and soda pop? No, it sounds terrible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not for me. All right. With that, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we got paragraph 2. Hey everyone, we're back with more Enjoy English School. We're on pages 10 and 11, and we're talking about why we work well at cafes. So Minnie,
yes.
Maybe you're a student at a cafe and you are studying math, and you want to remember the number pi to 10 digits.
Oh, Okay.
What are you going to do?
I'm actually very good at like memorizing numbers.
Oh, okay. So you would just memorize the number pi.
Yeah.
How do you say pi in Chinese? Just pi?
就拍啊。
就 pi 吗?
Yeah.
Okay.
就
So
3.14什么什么什么那个有吗？那个就是拍。
3.14. Xiaoxin in English we say point here. It's a dot something, okay? Well, Minnie will just remember it. For stupid people like me, we we have a trick. And here is a good sentence to remember pi to 10 digits or 10 places, 10 numbers. You write the sentence, may I have a large container of coffee? Thank you. And now, think of the word may that has 1, 2, 3 letters.
3个字母。
I has 1 letter. Have
4个字母。
Okay, a large container of coffee. Thank you.
large 是一个字母 large 5个
Have
4个
container.
container 哦 container 很多字哎 container 9个是吗
Of 2
两个
and coffee
coffee coffee 6
and then thank you is 5 and
5
3,
and
right?
3所以3.14 592
There we go. Congratulations. So this is a great example of working smarter, not harder. My friend Jasmine always told me, Chris, you work too hard. You need to work smarter, not harder. She would see me doing too 太辛苦了. So no. 这样子。
不用这么认真，要用对方法。
It's a good way to remember,
这个
right?
蛮好玩的。
Yeah, may I have a large container of coffee? And I'm only telling you this because we're talking about coffee at cafes.
Yeah.
But there are lots of tricks. And foreigners really do like to say, work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Okay.
同意。
Let's continue to paragraph 2. Why are some people more productive in cafes?
又是一个问句开头，为什么有些人在咖啡厅就会比较有效率呢？
Okay. Productive looks like the word product. That's right. And product just means a
产品。
thing you make. A 产品, that's right. So product. But the adjective is productive. It has a 短语发音, so 小心 there. And when we're productive, that means you make lots of things.
所以当你说 productive 的时候，就代表你做事情很有效率，你今天一整天做了很多事情，你很有产能，我们就会说 productive。
Some scientists suggest that background music, people chatting, or the sound of making drinks actually helps people improve their concentration.
所以有些科学家指出，有背景音乐啊，或人们的聊天的声音，或是做饮料的声音，实际上可以让别人更加的专注。
I like to listen to, we have this old coffee machine at my work, and it's a lot like the one my mom has. And I like making the coffee because I get to hear that sound. I don't know why the sound makes me feel good, but when I hear this little simple coffee machine, blah, 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 it's coffee, it makes me feel happy. Not because I really love hot coffee. I hate hot coffee. But it makes me think of like my mom and waking up in the morning, she'd always be making some coffee. Maybe it's like that.
可能是一个联想吧，就像有人听到白噪音 white noise 会比较好睡。
That's I love listening to white noise when I work. Are you a big fan of it or?
No, I have to be very quiet to concentrate.
Really quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
很不一样哎，这就为什么我喜欢在家里工作啊。
That's true because you can control how noisy it is.
Yeah.
That's absolutely true. When I like to work, and if I have to work at home, I'll put headphones in and I turn on airplane white noises. Yeah, so you can hear like the sound of an airplane. It has that little boom, that nice soft. I like that. I like to hear that.
Okay, that makes me paranoid.
Really?
让我很惊恐。
Like you're gonna crash or
Something like that, yeah.
Tell us, are you a fan of super quiet?
Yeah.
Do you like white
你
noises?
是 Minnie 派还是 Chris 派？
Or maybe you like some music. Do you want like dancey music? I like to listen to like jazz music too when I.
My sister loves like electro music when she's like
boom,
working
boom,
hard.
Boom.
And
Wait,
I'm like,
working out or working? Like.
working hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah, it's like you are basically writing your papers in a club.
They got the glove like
在夜店写功课的感觉 I can't.
wearing like your dress, like popping your collar. That's funny.
I can't.
I can't do that. But different strokes for different folks. This is a great saying that everyone is a little different. Different strokes, S-T-R-O-K-E-S, for different folks. Folks just means people. F-O-L-K-S. Maybe you like techno.
像有点像是一样米养百样人的意思。
Yeah, but some answers are definitely worse than others.
都很有趣啦。
Yeah, all right, let's continue here to our next sentence. These noises provide just enough stimulation to help people focus on a task without becoming annoyed or letting their minds wander.
Stimulation 这个是要多练习刺激的意思。所以他说这些杂音提供了适当的刺激，帮助人们全神贯注在一件事情上，而不是使人厌烦或者是让别人分心。
Now, coffee is a stimulant. That means a drug that gives you energy. Caffeine is a stimulant. Just again, stimulation 有关。We can also underline focus on a task. A task is a job. We focus on our jobs.
所以你可以把那个 on 那个介系词圈起来 ，focus on 就代表你专注于什么东西。
Okay, so when I was a kid, we don't have Spotify. You don't have a computer in your house. You don't have a cell phone. I'm old, but I still like to go to bed listening to some white noise. And I know you don't like this. My mom bought me a tape, like a 录音带. I'm old, right? And it had rain sounds. And there was thunder, and it was beautiful.
打雷下雨的声音。
Yes, and so I like to go to bed, but there was a problem, Minnie.
Yeah?
When I try to go to bed, in the middle of this tape, there's this monkey. So it's like beautiful and rainy, and then like Turan, you're like, 你睡觉, like, it would always wake me up. It was the worst thing. But, it was my favorite tape, so I listened to it.
所以白噪音的那个录音带里面有一段猴子的声音，就会让老师突然间睡觉，然后突然间又醒来了这样。
And I love that we both started making monkey sounds.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, paragraph 3. All right, we're back with more Enjoy English School. And again, we're on pages 10 and 11. We're talking about why we work well in cafes, or at cafes, excuse me. Let's go to paragraph 3. Another theory of why we work well at cafes has to do with social psychology.
所以这边 another theory 意思是说另外一个理论哦。那什么样的理论呢？就是另外一个跟社会心理学有关系的一个理论。
小心 we say theory, not theory. 那个 o you could just 擦掉. And has to do with just means 跟着什么东西. And social means with other people. You probably know social media.
Social study.
Social studies, Instagram or Facebook. And then we have psychology, which just means about kind of your brain.
心理学.
All right, let's continue. Research has found that people are often more productive when they have an audience.
I agree. 所以研究发现说，在有观众的情况下，人们会变得更有效率。
So you agree in what way? Can you tell me more? I'm interested.
Just when people's is paying attention to me, or when people is like constantly 问我说，你好了没？我就会觉得我需要赶快，然后就会很有效率。
I'd be like, 你走开，不要再问。
And also like close to deadline, 就是离你要截稿日很近的时候，超有效率。
We will talk about this word, more tomorrow. And I was going to say that some people work very well with a deadline. I'm very good of not needing one. Like I can just do it. But sometimes, you're busy and you can't always do something. And so you just have to say, okay, we're finished. Here it goes. Like I feel bad sometimes. I will send my notes. Today's a Tuesday for us when we're recording. I'll send my notes to Minnie on like a Sunday night. She's got to like wait for me and read the stupid things I write. And I always feel really bad about that. I always try to work fast.
It's very interesting sometimes.
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 Sometimes once in a while. What about when you were in school and the teacher's walking around and the teacher stands over you and looks at your answer? Do you work well with that audience?
I love attention, so I love it.
Really? So the teacher's like, I see that answer, Miss Minnie. And you're like, okay.
I will be like, yeah, I'm doing fine.
I was a good student, but I still don't want you looking at my answer. But I'm a teacher. I still walk around. I'll just walk by a kid. I'll be like, blow, blow, blow. When I see someone write something stupid. Okay.
自己不喜欢还这样对别人。
I'm the teacher now, right? I know why the teacher does it, because I don't want my kid to make that mistake. So I don't make them feel embarrassed by be like, Pow, check that answer. Pow, check that answer.
送分啦
Yeah,
帮他们检查考卷
Yeah, I'm telling you there's a problem. Okay, let's continue here. In a setting like a cafe, people may be encouraged to increase their focus when they are surrounded by others who are also hard at work.
那像在咖啡厅这种场合，当大家都处于很投入于工作的状况之中，人们会被激励去提升你的专注力。
Yeah, and I think like if your desk was moved from your office to like next to your boss, do you think you would work harder? I probably would.
如果你的办公桌在老板旁边，那你可能就会比较认真工作。
Yeah, boss is looking at you. Yeah, I think I would work harder. Let's continue. Subconsciously, the brain might consider others working nearby as competition, which actually drives us to get work done faster.
我们这边的 subconsciously 它其实就是潜意识里面看到 SUB 开头的字都是什么的底下。所以像 subway 就是地铁啊，对不对？所以 subconsciously 潜意识里面，大脑有可能将周遭认真工作的人当成是他的竞争对手，那就会鞭策我们更快的把工作完成。
When something drives you, that means it makes you do something. So maybe you are driven by, some people might be driven by revenge, like in a movie, right? John Wick or something. He wants revenge, and so he's driven, or he wants to get revenge.
那像 drive 这个字，我们平常当动词的时候是开车的意思，但 drive 它其实也是有一种驱动、驱使。例如像you drive me crazy， 这就是第一个我们学到跟 drive 跟开车无关的，就是你驱动我的那个脑神经，让我发疯的感觉。那这边 drive us to get work done faster， 就是代表说驱动我们，让我们把我们的工作更快完成。
Great example. I love that one. Let's get ready for our vocab review. Okay, friends, it's time for vocab review, and our first phrase is, there is no doubt that subject verb.
那 doubt 是 doubt， 那个 b 可以打一个小叉叉，发音上要特别注意。那 there is no doubt that 主词加上动词就是毋庸置疑的，然后完整句子给它写下去就对了。
Let's continue to number 2. It's an adverb, efficiently.Efficiently
我们看到 ly 所以知道是副词，就代表说有效率地。那你把 ly 拿掉 efficient 就是效率的形容词，有效率的。
Our next word, number 3, is a phrase. Be careful, this one is a little dangerous. To be full of something.
So be full of something 就代表说充满的意思。
If you tell someone they are full of it, that means full of it, it. It means you don't believe them, and it really means poo-poo.
Yeah, 就是 you're full of shit. 美剧常常有啦，好不好？
It's a common phrase. Number 4, productive.
Productive 很重要的形容词，代表说你做事情很有效率的，很有产能的。
Number 5, concentration.
Concentration 就是代表你的专注力，注意它结尾是 tion， 所以它是名词结尾。
And it's an uncountable. Let's continue to number 6, to wander to some place.
所以 wander 就是有点像漫游目的的走，就是分心的意思。
Number 7, to have to do with somebody or something.
So have to do with 就代表说和点点点有关系、有关的。
It's about. Okay, and our final word today is to encourage.
Encourage 就是鼓励某人做某事的意思。I encourage you to learn English with us.
That's right. We encourage somebody to do something. And we encourage you to come back for day 2 tomorrow. Let us know in the comments, what kind of stimulation do you need while you're working hard? Do you like white noise like Chris? Do you like silence like the grave like Minnie? Or do you like techno beats like your sister? Let us know in those comments. And as always, for Enjoy English School, I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Minnie.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.